So I understand people make mistakes, but the consequences of the mistakes that we're dealing with are the ultimate, and we have to have answers to correct this.
Tonight, the questions may just be the beginning into the failures at the Cuyahoga County Jail. After a day of questioning, the outgoing sheriff results in little more than finger pointing.
5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll live outside the county administration building where he watched it all go down. Scott.
Yeah, Rob, all those fingers were pointing straight up to the top floor here at the administration building today. The sheriff saying, forget what the law says. He wasn't actually the one running the jail. It took a subpoena, but Cuyahoga County Council finally heard from Sheriff Cliff Pinkney today. And what they heard were claims by the sheriff he was effectively cut out of decision-making when it came to the troubled county jail.
Is there any reason why your job would not have allowed you to run the jail?
And the only thing the sheriff can do is make recommendations up. And it's up to the administration, and he or she has the right to take advice from whoever they want to.
And the sheriff says his recommendations often seem to fall on deaf ears.
There was a request for additional nurses that I approved, and then it was ultimately denied by the previous jail director.
That jail director, the now indicted Ken Mills, a position that on paper reported to the sheriff. But Pinkney says he wasn't involved in hiring Mills, who took over the jail despite having no experience in corrections.
If Cliff Pinkney's a duly elected sheriff of Cuyahoga County, does Ken Mills have a job running the jail?
No.
The sheriff says he also asked the county's Human Resources Department to investigate former warden Eric Ivey. The damning U.S. Marshal's report accused Ivey of violating inmates' constitutional rights. Ivey was later indicted, but Pinkney says he never heard anything from Human Resources about that investigation. Council's questioning limited at times by attorneys defending the county against lawsuits over jail conditions. Answers that could come after Pinkney retires later this week. He says he's willing to come back and talk behind closed doors. But some on council believe there are still too many holes in the story of how things got so bad 9 inmates could die in 13 months in what inspectors called inhumane conditions behind bars.
I think we all know where it is going to end up going.
Where is that?
Well, there's only one person at the top.
County executive.
Right.
A county spokeswoman declined to comment on the sheriff's testimony here today. Reporting live downtown, I'm 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll.